What's going on, you guys? It's Keinan Briggs, athlete, coach, and mentor, and this is 3 mistakes coaches make with youth-aged jumpers. First thing before we start is understanding the pyramid of knowledge. The track and field system implies that the most knowledgeable coaches are at the highest level of the sport, but the most amount of athletes are at the lower levels of the sport. This means that volunteer coaches are in the front lines of early learning. So let's get started. Number 1, establishing proper motor skills and developing strength. Coaching the jumps takes time because each jumper needs attention. Also, their training is slightly different than the sprinter group, which means that there should be multiple training groups. Many times, coaches just train the jumpers with the sprint group and doesn't put enough time aside for the proper development of the jumpers, which causes problems later down the line for jumpers. Number 2, immediate versus long-term success. Now let's be honest, to get an 8 or a 10-year-old on the board is virtually impossible, but many coaches give up and they tell the athlete to run fast and jump from the board so the kid can get a big jump. This leads to the bad habit of watching the board, and it creates more fouls later on in their career. Number 3, poor athlete management. At the youth level, many athletes do multiple events because they never really get tired. Rest time is vital as it allows energy to rebuild, and when athletes do multiple events, the kids tend to rush their jumps, or they try to jump after difficult events such as the 100 or 400. So here are some solutions. Establishing proper motor skills and strength development. Have a day or time carved out where the multi-athletes can develop within their event and monitor the progression within their events equally. Immediate versus long-term success. Set the tone now. Establish a proper approach and the base no matter what. Your goal as a coach is to get your athletes as far as possible. Before you can build a house, the foundation must be set. Poor athlete management. Pick and choose which events work best to give the athlete the best opportunity to succeed in whatever events they do at each track meet. Evaluate the schedule of events and rest times, then switch up the events for the next meet. For more great information like this, subscribe and visit KeinanBriggs.com.